especially. I think we came out, we started fast, taking all the lessons we've learned through the first week now, the second week having block, coordinated block going on. Great way to go into the off day and just continue on that momentum that we started off with camp.
Nate, we've heard a couple of times about your communication skills and your leadership. Where did that develop in your career for you? Where did that come from?
I think that started in high school and then really, blossomed in college. My coaches in college put a lot of responsibility on me to do that, talk to the defense, get them set up. And now in college they have the mic, so it's easier. Back then we didn't have the mic. But I think just from high school to college and then having a few opportunities to do it with the Falcons and now being a primary role here, I think just I've taken a step each in one of those aspects of the game.
Off the field, is that leadership intuitive, like in how you were raised, kind of?
Yeah, I'm the youngest of four, and so I've got older brothers. My dad played professional sports, so just some of those things that have been instilled in me as a younger brother and a son.
Lake said that he almost wants to call you peanut freshman because of how much you just attack the ball in people's hands. What's kind of the way that you approach, trying to force fumbles while not sacrificing, making the tackle first and foremost?
Yeah, that's the key. Really is knowing when your opportunity is to go attack the football without sacrificing the integrity of the tackle. For me, sometimes that the football, when you're tracking the hip on the tackle, it shows up right there, and there's your ops. For me, I'm a stronger right-hand tackler, ball opportunity, ball puncher with the right hand than I am with the left. So I'm definitely more comfortable moving that way, and that's when I kind of tend to seek those opportunities with a carrier going away or a receiver, catch and tucking, and I can throw that jab in there.
As a newcomer, what is your vision coming into this defense that's young, got their feet wet big time last year, and has huge potential this year?
Yeah, so I came into an established culture. Sean got those guys going. Sean's been here for so long. He's established culture. Those guys came in and joined that culture. So now it's just me coming in here, assimilating into that culture, and then bring what I can bring to it. Just being myself coming in there every day. But the team, from last year, taking that step to this year, and those guys are incredible. The front we have in front of me, those guys are insanely smart. They play super hard. They're running out of the stack. They're playmakers. They're talking. Just guys that I can trust. Guys that are elevating my game, allowing me to be a little better linebacker.
Did you talk to Raheem about this situation at all? Sean playing in this defense here, or anything like that?
Nate, you and Omar are playing with extreme synergy and just communication. Can you talk to me about your off-the-field relationship?
Yeah, me and Omar are super close. I think our whole linebacker unit is super close. We get some synergy throughout the whole room, so it's not just me and O, but something that, money that's instilled us in the group and the way we run our meetings and stuff like that. But I think as a whole unit, we're super close-knit. We hang out outside just the practice room. We're having lunch together. We're watching film together. We're roommates here while we're in camp. So just that shared grind that we're in, allows us to have that close-knit group.
How are you guys starting to see the game similarly?
Yeah, we're playing off each other well. When he sees some things, he makes up for if I make a mistake, and vice versa. Or if he sees this way playing a boot, then I'll play off him. If I see him shoot this gap and run, then I can play on the top. It's just getting those game reps in during practice, seeing what works, what doesn't work, not being afraid to fail together, and then growing from those lessons.
Nate, you said bring what you can bring, and you surely heard Sean say stacking blocks. When you think about those two, what is that for you, bringing what you can bring and stacking blocks?
For me, it's being vocal out there. I've always grown up in the defense where the Mike linebacker, middle linebacker is kind of the quarterback of the defense, directing traffic, and that's a place where I feel comfortable in. I think it elevates my game, allows me to know what the front's in, where the DBs are coming down, if this safety's coming down here on this motion. So I think just being myself, all the lessons that I've learned throughout my career in football, bringing it here and trying to not change the culture, because the culture here is amazing, but just to add where I can add, being myself into the culture that's really.
Couple more guys. You spoke about your dad. What has he taught you about being yourself and still leaning on that experience?
Yeah, just playing my game, not trying to step out of my circle, not trying to do too much, instilling that discipline in me as a kid, and me and my siblings, someone I can always lean on, who's made it to a high level of sports. So having him has been great. But he always just tells me to reach for me, play my game, and the rest, handle himself. Not trying to step out of my zone, be myself.
the ink on your left shoulder, is that a homage to the beginnings, or is that a football? Can you kind of talk about Lion?
Yeah, so I was born in Zimbabwe in Africa. I moved here in 2002, and so it's a culture that I'm super proud of. A lot of my family still lives in Zimbabwe, so my tattoos represent that culture and something that I hold near and dear to my heart.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.